All right, welcome everybody. This is gonna be a different type of video. I'm going to I know that I haven't uploaded in a little bit, and I apologize for that for anybody who is wondering. But I'm back, and this is gonna be a different type of video because me and Eric haven't had time to record, and I feel like this is something I've seen around. You know how Jeff does it, how another YouTuber, Wolfie Plays, does it. Basically, I'm just gonna sit down here, gonna talk for a little bit, basically voice just a quick small few minutes of just rambling, so just some yap session. One thing I did was on my mind, and I've noticed that it's going crazy right now. The whole issue with content creators have been posting like, oh, how to do class for Call of Duty, what's the best movement, what's the best tactical and shit like that. And then, it comes to like that whole cycle of like people doing this, everybody having the same gun, everybody having the same class, everybody having the same perks. And we're only in the first couple weeks of Call of Duty's release, or Black Ops 6 release, and it almost seems like there's nothing to do besides, like, there's some people who have already, there's that guy who completed the Dark Matter challenge within like a day, and I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? If you have the desire to play the game even after you've done the camo challenges, and that's fine, but you can only go so far with Call of Duty and playing its cycle of going into a game, sweating your ass off to have like a high KD, and then and I feel like because of that, a lot of the games tend to start dying out pretty early. I could be wrong, and if I am, that's fine, but like from what I've seen, it's just that like people just generally want to be like streamers, content creators just end up destroying games within a week of its release because they want to try to post the best, like, this is the best class, this is the best thing, to get views. And when they get those views, then they like, oh, all right, I got my views, now I'll start playing the game. But since everybody already knows what's the best to do on this, what's the best to do on that, what's the point of watching you play it if I'm better than you, and not in a competitive way, but it's more of like, I already know what to do, I'm not really gonna watch you anymore, unless you're actually a good entertainment and shit like that. I don't know, I feel like not allowing it, but like I feel like there should be just an understanding that like the game's longevity can only stay for so long, unless like content creators really just don't try to like find every last bit of competitive edge on everybody. It's frustrating because it's not only with Call of Duty. The game Phasmophobia just came out on console, and people have already like cracked down on a demon or something. Like the demon attacks at this certain sanity, the ghost like fucking like jerks off in the bathroom, and you need to go find it, and then like if he does that, then you already know that it's a demon or whatever, and then like people do it like on public lobbies, and then you're stuck with like people, you start up the game and they're like, oh yep, it's a demon, and then you're like, bro, like I want to actually play the game. Like, what's the point of you going on fucking online and for you to like ruin it for everybody else? Like, good for you, like I'm glad that you know what it is, but show me how you know what it is. Don't just go be like, oh yeah, it's this, just trust me, and then we leave, and then like it is that, I get my XP, but it's like, it's so boring, because then I'm like, okay, what, there's no point of me learning how to play the game, there's no point of me actually enjoying the process of learning the game, because someone else is already gonna be fucking doing it for me. It's dumb that like this is the new norm in video games, content creators and in streamers, and it's just in the competitive scene too. Like, Jesus Christ, they're like, look at Fortnite, dude. Fortnite came out, it was on the age of battle royales. Every like game started to put out battle royales. Well, Fortnite is a constant battle of, are you a fast builder, are you good guns, Are you good with item management? Are you good with like looting and shit like that? With streamers, especially, you know, like since streamers were constantly playing the game, they were constantly getting the edge of getting that skill, learning what's like how to build faster, how to like, you know, crank the 90s and shit like that. People found it like, oh, they're making a lot of money, and then everybody wanted to try to be the best and stuff like that. And then it just became so competitive where like I'm playing with friends, and then like I'm fucking going up against fucking Freddy Fazbear, who's cranking 90s and creating the whole country of Puerto Rico with a goddamn build because I slightly shot him once. It's crazy. Is there a way that it'll end? Never. Because there will always be a competitive scene. There will always be those players that enjoy being competitive, enjoy the drive of trying to be on the top constantly. And that's okay, but I feel like the people who do complain that there is nothing to do are generally the same people who have squeezed the shit of its content within the first few weeks because they try to be number one. I generally don't have anything else to talk about. It's generally everything that was on my mind. If you like this type of content or don't, let me know in the comments section below. Videos should be back to normal soon. I know I'm gonna finish the Shadow playthrough, and then me and Eric will continue recording next week. But that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.